Hi there. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, there's a fascinating thing that's happening around in Indonesia that there are many of these so-called cloud kitchens that are starting up in Indonesia. And that has been happening for a few years now. Now, what has also happened is because of COVID, the rentals of the restaurants have really gone up, and I mean the sense not really gone up. I mean they're not really getting any visitors, and a lot of the restaurants have to shut down for to accepting guests because they have to because no one is really allowed to go to restaurants. There are lockdowns, and because of that, the problem that has happened is some of the restaurants have actually shut shop, especially those which are in fine dining. Now you can't really send stuff home from a fine dining restaurant. So as a result, what has happened is, those apps which you can use to send or order food from restaurants have been, mushrooming all around, and that's been happening all around the world. But Singapore and Southeast Asia is very unique because there are many different kinds of cuisines that you really get in these areas, primarily because of the cosmopolitan nature of these countries. So be it Indian, Chinese, Italian, French, Japanese, Korean, European, whatever, Spanish, you get all different kinds of cuisine. Plus, they have their own. Each country has its own cuisine. So Indonesian cuisine is very good. What that has done is that these apps are really being successful as startups, and there are many in Indonesia today. So if you look at behind me, I've only put down 5 of them: a DishServe, Hangry, Grab Kitchen. Now RGI is one which is a tie-up with Gojek, which is a competition to Grab, which is pretty similar to Uber, and Yummy, and there are many more. So I thought, let me evaluate this particular market a little bit and see what research data, marketing data has been talking about, and probably use one of the latest app which is in the market today, which is DishServe, and see what they are up to, how different they are, and why do I think that this particular app has great opportunity, even though there are multiple players in the market in Indonesia. So obviously these apps have been more predominant in Jakarta, which is the capital of Indonesia, because that's a cosmopolitan city. But they are also present in other smaller cities in Indonesia as well. So, so what I'll do is I'll take you through a bit of market data and try and explain to you the reason why these apps have come up, and also talk about the different kinds of restaurants and restaurant delivery as a market, the topology that is available in the Indonesian market, and then talk about DishServe. So let's dive in. Before we do, please subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos. Please smash the notification bell every time you upload a new video. I upload a new video so that you know. And please share my videos with people who would really be benefited from listening to my video. So let's talk about it right away. So if you look at the market, the rental market, the retail supply chain market, supply demand and vacancy market over the last 10 years, 2010 to 2020, you would notice that Indonesia has been having a boom in in real estate space. So as a result, there's a huge supply. But in the early parts of the decade, in the first half, really, the take up rate or the demand sometimes even matched or surpassed the supply. So if you look at 2010, 11, 12, 13, the take up rate was really higher than the supply. But but the take up rate started to fall from 2014 onwards. And if you look at, except of course 2019, when I think the number of a restaurant that came up were much less. 2020 was a really, really sad year when there was too much supply and there was too less takeaway. So the vacancy rate went up drastically, drastically in 2020. And if you look at if you do the if you drill down and look at the categories, the high end, the upper or middle up levels have really suffered. So if you look at the graph, which is that the red maroon colored graph, they're really coming down. You look at upper end coming down, high end coming down, middle up coming down also, and even middle low has been coming down to some extent. So what does it tell you? It tells you that there are not too many takers in the upper end of the restaurant rental market, or occupancy market. So the reason behind this is, of course, the last year has been COVID, but a lot of people have started to order from home and have food from home at home rather than going to a restaurant, which is not a very good sign for restaurateurs and hotel owners. So because of that, these apps have come up, and they have been pretty useful to both the consumer as well as the restaurateur. Plus, they also have been useful to the riders. So there are three kinds. They're serving three kinds of target audience. So one is the restaurants themselves. Second are the consumers who are consuming the food, and third are the people who are delivering the food. That also tells you that drop shipping in the food business or food delivery business has also gone up because of this particular phenomenon. And like I said, that is one of the main reason why these apps have been very successful in the last few years. Now let me try and explain to you the topology of the delivery restaurants in Jakarta. Now on the left, you would find the single kitchen, single brand shops. So that would be any traditional restaurant, your go-to restaurant where you would go with your family every weekend let's say on a Friday or a Saturday or both, or on Sunday for lunch. So that could be, that's a single kitchen, single brand shop front dining area. The second one is a single kitchen, single brand, but limited dining. So that kind of model you will find in Domino's pizzas, in KFCs, in the other McDonald's, of course, a little less, Subways. So that particular kind of restaurant has been in the market for a while now. So they are primarily fast food. People would go grab a burger or a sandwich and then walk away. So they may not like to dine in all the time. They would sometimes, but not all the time. The third and the fourth categories are the most pressing categories. So there you have in the third category, you have a single kitchen, but multiple brands own the same kitchen and only delivery is allowed. So Hangry is one such uh, as company in Indonesia which offers this particular service. So that means they have one kitchen. So let's say you're cooking, let's say Chinese cuisine or cuisine, let's say from a particular part of China. Let's say Cantonese cuisine. So all the Cantonese restaurants in the city will have a centralized kitchen, and they will send out. They will take the order, and Hangry will do it. The Hangry will actually so these restaurants will have their own recipes, and Hangry will pick up based on the recipe that you've ordered for, and then someone will prepare and Hangry will deliver. So that's the model. The fourth model is slightly more advanced. So here you have a single kitchen, but they're divided into small pots, and each one rented by multiple brands or restaurants. And they are all delivered by Grab Kitchen or any one of the other apps. So which means it's not that it's unlike the third option where you have a Cantonese kitchen. Here you have kitchen for any kind of cuisine. It could be Cantonese, it could be Teochew, it could be some other Chinese cuisine, Hakka, or it could be Indian, it could be North Indian, it could be the Kerala cuisine, it could be the Bengali cuisine, any of that, or it could be Italian, it could be French. They all have single pods. They own them or they rent out, and that pod is responsible for the preparation of the cuisine from for their kitchen. So let's say one pod may even be owned by two different North Indian restaurants, and they would deliver from that one pod. So you see how advanced the model is, and Grab Kitchen or Grab Food or whoever will go and deliver. So this particular model, they have actually identified a need from the customer, and they have turned it around, twisted around to ensure that it is in line with the whole process of preparation to delivery of food for the customers. It's an excellent idea. So that's how the topology of delivery restaurants in Jakarta today. So I'm talking about more specific to Jakarta because that's a more of a cosmopolitan, most advanced city in Indonesia. So let's now talk about DishServe. Now DishServe, as they say, is very asset-light cloud kitchen network. So that means they own almost pretty much nothing. Okay. So the main founder, Rishabh Singhi, who was the former operating officer of the budget hotel startup Red Doors, which is more common in Southeast Asia, he along with a few others Indonesians started this particular company very recently, and it connects to all three sides: the F&B brands, so which is essentially the restaurants, and also the brands who make those recipes, the home entrepreneurs, and the delivery guys, so the diners. So here, what is happening is that if you are good in cooking at home, you can take a brand's recipe. It could be a restaurant's recipe, or it could be a particular brand. Let's say Knorr has a recipe, or Maggie has a recipe, and you could prepare it from home, and the diners would order through the app, And one of those people who is the cook at home, would cook it based on the guidelines laid down by the brand. And these people, DishServe, will go and deliver it to the diners. So you see how they have changed that model, that topology of 4 that I showed you. They have even improvised on that topology. And now they have brought in that home entrepreneur who are cooks. It could be the mother, it could be the aunt, it could be the father, it could be a person who is an impromptu cook at home. Father cooks on Sundays, let's say. So those kind of people. So they've brought in those kind of people here. So these are so they work with F&B brands that typically have between about 1 to 15 retail locations, because they can control it, but they want to increase it. And these are the people who don't want to increase their deliveries. They want to increase their delivery, but don't want to open new outlets. Because if you are opening new outlets, then obviously there's more cost, real estate cost, and hence it is far more difficult to manage, especially in the given situation of pandemic that we are in, and no one would actually put in money. So they much rather have smaller branches, locations, and they can use that. And there could be problems with hiring manpower. So why not use home cooks? Home cooks, home entrepreneurs to do that. So everyone benefits. Everyone gets a share of the profit. So they use their home kitchen network for the last mile distribution. That's a phenomenal idea. Great strategy. I loved it when I read about it. So the brands don't have to incur any upfront cost. The agents or home cooks a chance to earn. They give a chance to earn money from their homes, and the ingredients are provided by the F&B brand. And they follow that standard, a set standard of procedure of heating, assembling, packaging for meals for pickup and delivery. They have their own recipes. It could be a packaged food which they may have to heat up or assemble together. Pretty much, what happens, let's say, in the airline industry. So what the crew, the air hostesses do is to assemble the food sometimes. And then depending upon, let's say, especially for the business class and the first class people, they assemble the food right on inside the aircraft, and they deliver and they offer it to the passengers. So the concept is very much similar. You see, it's very innovative. It's a great idea. I love that idea, and that's the reason why I thought I share this particular app or this particular company. The rest all are pretty much similar, but this stands out. DishServe stands out, and that's the reason why I thought I'll share this with you. So what does it tell you? So it tells you that if you put your mind and soul, you will be innovative. You will be able to counter all the adversities and flourish even in a crowded market with stiff competition as a new business. So that's what DishServe has established. They have managed to build that innovation, that extra edge that's needed in a crowded market that no one offers at this point in time. So they have the first mover advantage. So they can compete with multiple competition in the same market, even if the competition is stiff, and yet survive as a new startup, new business. So that's a great success story. So I thought, like I said, share with you. I hope it encourages you. It gives you, some food for thought. If you are looking to start your own business, as always, I would put on the card above a link to my video on how you can start a startup business with zero investment or literally, or probably a little bit of investment. Please take a look at it. I hope you enjoyed this particular analysis and video of mine. Well, thank you very much for listening to me. My name is Saurav Mukherjee. I'm a digital technology and marketing leader with over 20 years of global experience. You will find my LinkedIn URL in the description down below. I regularly work with companies and startups to help them on their business, on marketing, on technology. If you wish to engage me as your consultant, please drop me a line on LinkedIn, or you can contact me through my website. A link to that as well will also be available in the description down below. So, and I will respond to you very soon. Please like my videos. Please share my my videos with people who would really be benefited. And I would be happy to work with them as well. Please subscribe to my channel. Please smash that notification bell so that you are informed every time I upload a new video. And you have a great day ahead, guys. Take care, and I shall see you with my next video tomorrow. Thank you, and bye-bye.